You forgive everyone except the one person who needs it most. And today we are going to talk about why forgiving yourself is so much harder than forgiving others. And more importantly, what you can actually do about it. I'm here to explore the science and practice of mindful living with you. If you have been carrying guilt, shame, or regret, this video is for you. Hi, this is Dr. Nelson D'Souza, a mindfulness and a transformational coach. Let me paint a picture in your mind. Someone cuts you off in traffic, you are annoyed for maybe 5 minutes, and then you move on. A friend forgets your birthday, you feel hurt. However, you forgive them. Your partner says something thoughtless. You talk it through, you let it go. However, that thing you said 5 years ago at that party, you still cringe. That career decision you made, you still beat yourself up over it. That relationship you stayed in too long, you still call yourself stupid for not leaving sooner. All this sounds familiar? You are not alone, and there's actually a psychological reason why we do this. Research in psychology shows us something fascinating. We have what's called a self-serving bias when it comes to others. However, a self-critical bias when it comes to ourselves. When someone else makes a mistake, our brains automatically look for external explanations and say they were stressed, they didn't know, they were going through something. We see their full humanity. However, when we make mistakes ourselves, we attribute it to internal character flaws and say to ourselves, I am not good enough. I should have known better. What's wrong with me? Here's the kicker. We hold ourselves to standards we would never hold anyone else to. Dr. Kristen Neff, a leading researcher on self-compassion, found that we are often our own harshest critics, treating ourselves in ways we would never treat even a stranger. And this isn't just emotional, it's physical. Chronic self-criticism activates the same threat response in our brains as external danger. Your body literally thinks you are under attack when you beat yourself up. So my dear friends, why do we do this to ourselves? There are three main reasons. The first reason, we think self-criticism will motivate us. We believe that if we are hard on ourselves, we will do better next time. But the research shows the opposite is true. Self-compassion actually leads to greater motivation and resilience than self-criticism. Second reason, we confuse self-forgiveness with letting ourselves off the hook. We think, if I forgive myself, that means what I did was okay. However, that's not what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is acknowledging the harm, taking responsibility, and choosing not to punish yourself forever. Third reason, and this is the big one, our identity gets wrapped up in our mistakes. We start to believe we are our worst moments instead of recognizing we are people who had a worst moment. There's a huge difference. So how do we actually forgive ourselves? Here are three simple practices that work. Practice number 1. It's called the best friend test. Think about what you are holding against yourself first. And now imagine your best friend came to you and confessed the exact same thing. What would you say to them? Would you shame them? Call them names? Tell them they are unforgivable? Of course not. You would show them compassion. You would remind them they are human. In the same way, Start talking to yourself the way you would talk to someone you love. Practice number 2. Separate past you from present you. The person who made that mistake was working with different information, different emotional capacity, different circumstances. You are not that person anymore. You have learned, you have grown. Acknowledge that growth instead of staying stuck in who you were. Practice number 3. Write a forgiveness letter. Take 10 minutes and write a letter to yourself. Acknowledge what happened. Acknowledge the pain it caused. Then explicitly forgive yourself. Say the words, I forgive you. This might feel awkward or emotional, but it's powerful. Some people burn the letter afterwards as a symbolic release. You can do anything. However, here's what changes when you finally forgive yourself. You stop replaying the past on loop. You free up mental energy that was trapped in shame and redirect it towards your growth. You become more compassionate with others because you have learned to be compassionate with yourself. And most importantly, you give yourself permission to be human. Self-forgiveness doesn't mean what you did was okay. It means you are okay despite what you did. It means you are worthy of peace, growth, and a future that isn't defined by your past. However, the irony is that the people who need self-forgiveness most are often the ones who resist it hardest. If that's you, it means you care deeply about being a good person. And that's beautiful. Now, extend that care to yourself. My dear friends, I want to hear from you. What's one thing you need to forgive yourself for? You don't have to share details. However, naming it even just to yourself is the first step. Just drop a comment below, even if it's just, I am working on this. If this video resonated with you, subscribe for more videos on my channel on topics like mindfulness, self-compassion and personal growth. This is part 1 of a complete forgiveness series I am doing. And remember, you deserve your own forgiveness, not someday, today. Thank you.